Hey there, it's me, Lisa Kismet, and I see I've got Susie, the Gemini here. I've got a really cool streaming software called StreamYard that lets you put comments at the bottom of the screen. I think it's super helpful. Makes it easier to be more interactive with people who are watching because you actually get a chance to see what people are saying and what they're talking about. So we were just watching The Truth and Story do a really awesome stream for like 2.5 hours, and inspired me to throw up a quick live stream here on Sorted Soul. So hi, Susie, nice to see you. And also we've got Punch Buggy Blue. Hello, Punch Buggy. Lovely to have a couple people join me here on my random tarot live stream. So if you want to say hello, when you drop in the room, you can live chat amongst yourselves. Whoa. My phone started squawking at me. So, sorry about the interruption. That's what happens when things are live. Weird things can happen. So today is the evening of the full moon in Leo. And it's a really auspicious full moon, sometimes called the snow moon, the bone moon, the fire moon. Sometimes called the snow moon. Goodness, my phone keeps popping back in. And so yeah, I'm gonna pull some cards for the new moon. And it's really, I don't know if you're my friend on Facebook or not, Susie, but you can also find me on Facebook, Lisa Kismet, Kismet. And if you want to join me there, I'm having a tarot party with some friends. We're going to pull cards for each other. So that's a thing that we're going to do. Anyway, I'm going to pull some cards for new moon in full moon in Leo. I have some friends who are Leos, and it's truly true what they say about the Leo, that they really enjoy the spotlight. They enjoy having that, that position of, I don't want to say power, but they like being right. And, some of them are softer than others. I have one particular friend who is very demanding Leo. And I have a couple of others who are definitely enjoy the spotlight, but in a much quieter way. So I posted on my Instagram earlier today a tarot spread that I created for this new moon. And it's got 5 cards. So I'm going to do that draw. And I chose 5 cards because it's like, mind, body, spirit. The 4 suits really, the Wands, Cups, Pentacles, and Swords, and then one for like the intuition and spirit. So here I go. I'm going to draw my cards right now. I think Susie is still here. Are you still here, Susie? The worst thing about chat is that it's delayed, so I can't see all the chat as it happens. So I'm not setting up anymore. I should maybe move that banner off, but if you have some questions, you can post them. And all right, so I'm drawing 1, 2, 3. I'm just saying now while unknown right now. 4 and 5 cards. All right, so the placement of these cards, the first one that I drew, the question is, how can I ignite my passion? How can I ignite passion in my life? I'll just show you the spread questions. How can I lead with my heart? What can I, yes, she's still here. Thank you. What can I learn that will benefit me? How can I put myself first, and in what direction is my intuition leading me? So those are the questions. So first card, in place number 1, how can I ignite passion in my life? All right, so I have drawn the Empress for this card. How can I ignite passion in my life? So I love this card for this question because it's very much a card about I should put these questions up since I can do all these fun things. Okay, this is just going to take 1 second. How can I ignite passion? I knew I was doing this, I would have set this up ahead of time. Did not plan ahead. All right, so the Empress for how can I ignite passion in my life. And so this card really talks about following your intuition and allowing things to come to you, whether your logical mind tells you that they should or not. So for igniting passion, it's really important to allow it to come to you from all angles. If you look at this tree, you can see that the edges are all that really pink color, and it is a beautiful card. Yeah, I totally agree, Susie. This deck is one of my favorites. It's really simple, but it's also really beautiful. But you see the glowing pink all the way around the edges of the leaves of that tree. It's the nighttime, and yet it's glowing with like all of the little bits of moon dust that are touching the tree in the night. And so it's sort of stimulating the growth of the tree. So I think the message here is how I can ignite passion in my life is just to like put out tentacles and be those branches and those leaves on the tree, and just allow the sensation to really be felt from all angles, just following that intuition. All right, so next card, number 2, is how can I lead with my heart? And another major arcana. This is a deep reading. I did not expect this. So how I can ignite passion in my life is the Chariot. So, this is how I can lead with my heart. I just didn't quite change the question. See, I'm falling behind. All right, so the question is, how can I how can I lead with my heart? How can I lead with my heart? Right, there's the question. How can I lead with my heart? So the Chariot, it's an interesting card because it is very much about leading, and it's about pushing through. Things won't always be easy. So I feel like I'm that kind of person anyway, one who tends to just, feel something and then do it. So when I'm feeling like it's passionately creative, some kind of project, it's easy to get pushed off by people saying, "Oh, you can't make money as an artist," or "Oh, you can't do that. Society doesn't want you to." So the Chariot sort of leads you into all of that, like pushing through the boundaries and staying the course of things that you want to do that the world doesn't really think you should, or that around your surrounding environmental influences are not supporting. So for me, like, I only make my living as an artist. So and a teacher, but a teacher of artistic things. So if you push through and persevere all of that, then you can lead with your heart. All right, so I'm going to change the banner for this next question. So the next question is, what can I learn that will benefit me? So I tried to come up with a question for each of the suits. What can I learn that will benefit me? All right, so that is the next question. What can I learn that will benefit me? And in the third card position, I have the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so this is an interesting one. So the elemental dignities of the question and the answer are in opposition. Because the question is an air question, swords. And swords and pentacles are not in alignment. Swords are more in alignment, excuse me, are more in alignment with wands. And swords are sort of directly opposed to pentacles. So as 4 of Pentacles goes, normally this card makes me think of keeping things close. So maybe this is maybe suggesting that I can learn maybe this is definitely suggesting that I can learn to be more organized and tidy. So if you can see my kitchen right now, I started to do the dishes at dinner time, after dinner, and I realized there was a live stream on. So then I didn't do the dishes. So I think I could learn to be a bit more organized and have more insight on, you know, the tangible things. Susie says I'm on the right path. That's good to know. I'm not sure if she's referencing my need to be organized and do the dishes, or if she's talking about what I was saying about the Chariot. All right, so I'm going to think about this. I'm going to look at the whole reading again as like when all the cards are revealed. But the fourth card then is, how can I put myself first? So I'm going to just flip the banner so that it says the right thing, which was, how can I put myself first? Whoop. Can't spell very well. I can spell, I just can't type very well. All right, so how I can put myself first. Ace of Cups. All right, so I would say this definitely, this card definitely lines up with the question. So as far as elemental dignities goes, cups and putting myself first, definitely in strong alignment. So this question isn't really scolding me. This question is encouraging me. And I think it's telling me I can put myself first by allowing new relationships into my life and looking for new sources of love and passion and new sources of connection. So putting myself first might mean that instead of being more responsible to, you know, I'm also a mom. So maybe when it comes time to make a choice between doing the driving people around stuff or having fun, like trying a new thing and all that stuff. So she says, no, she was talking about art and the Chariot. And then she says, could your art bring you prosperity? Yes, well, maybe that is. So she's referencing back here what I could learn. And, you know, the Four of Pentacles could be prosperity. I like that. I like your take on that. That's a good one. So leading with my heart, I think this is really just saying that I should lead with my heart, and I should look for those connections and relationships, and I should bring more, bring more connection, bring people into my life. I like that as a suggestion. Right, and then we have the top card is, in what direction is my intuition leading me? So I'll just change the banner one more time, and it says, in what direction my intuition leading me. And I made it spelled the Italian way. It says intuition-y. I understand that's spelled wrong, but all right, so I got a Wands card for this one. I got the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. So in what direction is my intuition leading me? I like this. I like this card a lot because it's really saying to put my passion into action, to use my gifts as a way to move forward in the world. So it's saying to spend more time digging into the esoteric, spend more time making art, spend more time making music, do the art, do the music. And my intuition is usually taking me in that direction. But you know, that's definitely my intuition-y, my macaroni intuition is definitely telling me here that I should play more and be involved, get into the fun aspects, and really just light the fire there. So my new moon in Leo reading, I got a lot of really big cards. You know, I've got 3 majors. I got the 2 majors. I got the Empress and the Chariot. So those two majors together, that really reminds me of my childhood, horses and pastures and climbing trees. And it just brings me back into that time in life when, it was easy to be in the country and just free. We used to do the most fun things as kids. We used to make baskets out of tree roots, weaving baskets, and we would make forts and tree houses and all kinds of stuff. Swim in the river with our sneakers on. So it's funny I didn't get a 6 of cups with this, how much I want to think back on. But so those two majors, there's the perseverance, but there's also the follow your intuition. So following my intuition with perseverance. And then I got some minor arcana. Well, 2 of them are minors, 2 of them are pips, and 1 is a court card. But I kind of got a nice mixture here. I got a wand, a cup, and a pentacle. And I didn't get any swords. So I spend a lot of time in my head anyway, so I guess I didn't need a message that had anything to do with that. But an interesting little reading. So I wonder, Susie, if you would like any questions answered, because I could pull a couple cards for you if you would like to know some answers from the tarot. It's not. I started to say it's not. I don't know what it's not. I don't know if you would like for me to read for you, but if you do, I would love to pull a few cards to answer a question. So I have 2 decks out at the moment. I have my Wild Unknown deck, and I also have my Fountain Tarot deck. So that one is here. The imagery is a little bit more. I see your question has popped up. Whoa. So she says, I have noticed there are some tarot clicks, but everyone is so nice and supportive. Yeah, I'm bummed that more people did not come here, but it's impromptu. So I was noticing that too. There definitely are clicks. There's clicks everywhere. That doesn't bother me one way or the other. But I do notice that there are clicks. And I also notice that there are some Facebook groups or some groups where I don't like the energy. So I walk away from those as well. I actually made a post about that on my blog today. I was making a list of places, YouTube channels that I enjoy, Instagram, people that I like to follow, just like small potatoes people, nobody really big or fancy because everybody knows about them anyway. And also Facebook groups. And there are really only 2 Facebook groups that I participate in. And other than that, I find them sometimes they get a little bit toxic or something. So Susie's commenting on my reading that I just did for myself about my full moon in Leo. And she said, explore your inner child. Yeah, those 2 major arcana cards definitely brought me towards childhood. So unless you have a question, that might be the end of my live stream. It's been 20 minutes already, if you can imagine. Just you and me here. So if you don't have any questions for me to answer with tarot for you tonight, then we can call it a night. I'm here in Eastern Canada. We had a big snowstorm, and it was freezing rain, and it froze, and then we had to shovel it, and it was heavy. So today I had to get out with my dad, and we chopped a tree that fell in my neighbor's yard, get the chainsaw, and we lugged it off. And I was literally the 10 of Wands today, carrying huge branches of tree out of my backyard. Susie does not want a reading. She says that she's just here for support. So I'm super happy that you came. And if you want to find me on Facebook, you can find me, Lisa Kismet, or you can also find my channel, which you just did. So I also have a Facebook page, but I'm much more active here on YouTube and also Instagram, Sorted Soul Tarot on Instagram. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Super nice to meet you. And I hope you have a warm and fuzzy weekend filled with cookies. Bye-bye.